Yes, today is such a great day for a master class. Welcome to Monday, this masterclass Monday. I hope you created your weekend to be everything that you needed it to be. Thank you for joining me here today in our safe space so that we can gain some clarity on this thing called life. So I'm so excited today. We are going to talk about one of my most favorite modalities. All of my clients who has worked with me, we have went through this modality at some point in time. I think it is very important, and I want to share some of it with you today. I want to talk about shadow work, right? Shadow work is working with that unconscious mind. It is looking at the parts of you and your personality that you hide from the rest of the world, that you even hide from yourself. Shadow work pulls out the parts of you that you were told at one time or another was unacceptable or wasn't right or wasn't a societal norm. So we push these things back to the unconscious mind. I do shadow work with a lot of my clients to figure out, who are you really, right? Who is that person behind the mask? And so I want to share some of that with you today. Shadow work was introduced by my favorite psychiatrist, Carl Jung. He is the father of the unconscious mind. He is amazing. If you are interested in psychology or psychiatry, you should begin to start reading up on Carl Jung. His teachings is what prompted me to even get into hypnotherapy, which is a whole nother story for another day. But Carl Jung, he was the one who brought this philosophy to us. According to him, there are three parts of our personality. There's the self, right, which is our true self. There's the persona, which is the part of us that shows up every day to the world. That is not our true self. And then there's the shadow. And that's the part or the side of our personality that we hide, right? That's the part of the personality that we hide from other people, that we hide from ourselves. Carl Jung, he says that was the emotional and the dark part of our personality. So I hope you brought your pen and paper with you today for today's master class, because I want you to do an exercise. So if you don't have your pen handy, come back to this and pause or rewind and jump into this exercise. I want you to get to know your shadow side. And in order to accomplish this, I want you to bring to mind a person that you don't like very much, possibly even hate. Write down on your piece of paper a thorough description of that person, specifically capturing those traits and qualities that you don't like. So what is it about this person that kind of makes you grind your teeth and roll your eyes and, makes you ball up your fists? What are those traits? What are those qualities about that person that you don't like? Okay. After you are finished writing the traits and the qualities about the person that you don't like, I want you to draw a box around what you've written. After you draw a box, I want you to draw a line on top of the box. On the line, label the box "My Shadow." Now, I want you to consider the following. What you have written down is some hidden parts of you. It's a part that you have suppressed or concealed. It is what Carl Jung, my favorite psychiatrist, would call your shadow. It may be a part of you that you fear, you can't accept, or you hate for some reason. Maybe it's a part of you that needs to be expressed or developed in some ways. Maybe you even secretly wish that you could be something like the person that you hate. I'll let you sit with that for a second. It's a little hard to digest, right? You just found out that them traits, them characteristics that has you balling up your fists and have you grinding your teeth and have you rolling your eyes could be parts of your shadow. And that's why it is so aggravating to your system. I want you to look over that list and in your quiet moments, be honest with yourself. And then I want you to journal. Do you have or have you had friends or relationships that fit the description of the hated person? Is it possible that you may project or may have projected those suppressed parts of yourself onto other people? And isn't it curious how we sometimes choose these hated people for our close relationships? Shadow work is intense. It is one of my favorite modalities to use in treatment. If you have any questions or comments, if you want to know more, definitely reach out to me. Email me at onthecouch1111@gmail.com. Talk to me about that shadow side. Talk to me about some of those traits that came up. I hope you have an amazing day. And as you face your week, I want you to remember to be brave, to be magical, and above all else, be well. I will talk to you soon.